Hello, my fellow Kiss fans, and welcome to a new episode of It's All For You Demon, the Lynn Goldsmith 1977 to 1980 coffee table book. Now, I normally do not do reviews, per se, of a piece of merchandise. In the past, I have filmed videos or posted topics on a piece of merchandise describing how that merchandise affects me or how that piece of merchandise makes me feel. This book has moved me in a way no piece of merchandise has in a very long time. Probably since the release of Kisstory in the 90s. There is a period within the band Kiss that I like to refer to as the TGNY glory of Kiss. And that is basically the period of which this book takes place. It is the period of the band when they became, to quote the Inner Sanctum, when they became literally larger than life comic book heroes. I was born in the early 70s, so Star Wars played a huge part in my childhood. The fact that Star Wars became more than a movie and transferred itself from the movie theaters to the toy store shelves made my childhood magical. Growing up, things like the Super Friends, Dukes of Hazzard, those TV shows, those movies, those cartoons became more than something I would watch on TV. They became things I would play with and things I would find in toy stores. When Kiss became more than just a band and a loft in New York City and transferred themselves from the record store shelves and also into that toy store shelf market, that is what I refer to as the TGNY glory of Kiss. Those years from 1977 to 1980, when the band was more than a band, when they were universal. I debated upon doing a review of this book, and I'm not going to show anything inside this book because I think that would ruin it for anyone who has not seen it. This book has been out since late last year, so most people who have it have it. I put off buying this book because I thought, oh great, it's another book of photos. We've seen every photo we could possibly see of the band. I couldn't have been more wrong about that. And this book has a magic to it that is that toy store magic of Kiss. This book takes that era of the band when they were larger than life comic book heroes, and it sinks its teeth into that essence. And that magical glory literally oozes off the page. Now, there is nothing in this book about toys. There is nothing in this book about merchandise. But if you are a fan of that toy store era, of that Universal era, of that Australian larger-than-life era of the band, this book is simply magical. There's no better word than magic. Magic pours out of this book. And for that reason, I have to say, this is probably the best piece of Kiss merchandise I have purchased in decades. If you haven't bought this book, buy it. If you're a fan of the band, you will love it. And if you are a fan of that era, that 77 to 80 era, when Kiss was huge, and they were more than just a rock band, they were superheroes. This book by Lynn Goldsmith is for you. Thanks for hanging with me. Take care. I do not know what's going on back there. Take care. Be safe. I'll talk to you soon.